Hello, my Smooners. Welcome back to being Mrs. S. Ooh, Happy New Year. And this is my first video of the year of the year 2023, the year of our Lord. So I welcome you guys into a new year, and I'm happy we all made it. Let's make it a banner year, y'all. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, so let's start off by singing Ozempic, you know. Ozempic, you know. OMG, man, OMG. All right, a lot of changes have occurred. I'm wearing braces now. I don't know if you can tell. So I don't know, like a few years ago, 2021, I think, I had made this like really delicious oxtail, because you know I love me some oxtail. And I have my fork inside it, and look, when I eat my oxtail, I clean it, like there's no bone left. I eat it all. And I start by cleaning off all the meat off the bone with my teeth, my gnashers. So I had the fork in it, and I was holding on to it, and then I bit into it, and I thought I was biting into the bone when I was actually biting into my fork, and I cracked my tooth. So I went to the dentist, and he was like, your bite is so way off that, I mean, I'll fix the tooth, but it's not gonna stay fixed. It's just gonna crack again, and then we'll be right back here. And I was like, yeah, right, just do it. Because he's been trying to get me to go to this orthodontist, because I have an extraction here and another one here, and he wants to give me implants. And I'm like, it's all the way in the back. Who cares? Like, I don't need implants. My teeth are perfectly aligned, as in it's the same spot here. So there isn't any movement as far as that. I mean, there's movement, but it's not like messing anything up. But just fix the tooth. And lo and behold, exactly what he said was going to happen happened. The tooth cracked again. And when I went back to him, he says, look, it's unethical for him to keep fixing it when really I need to go ahead and get my bite fixed, and then he can fix it, and that way that will solve the problem. And then he said, you know, like, he sent me to the orthodontist, and you know, don't take my word for it. Go there and let him tell you. So I went, and the orthodontist said your bite is all the way off. And even though you think that the reason your tooth cracked was because you bit into a fork, he said that it was going to happen anyway, and that well, you need braces. So your girl has braces, and it's the worst thing ever. Like, it is so bad. Anyway, if I'm talking all weird and crazy, it's the braces. So anyway, let's get into why we are here. It's been a wonderful 2 months on Ozempic. My first 0.25 and 0.5 dose, I saw weight loss, when technically those are starter doses, and those are just to gauge how well you react to the medicine, if you're gonna have like all these ridiculous side effects, and if it's going to work for you. I'm gonna keep messing with my hair per usual. So there isn't a huge expectation that you're going to see any weight loss, but I lost a great deal on the 0.25 dose. My 0.5 dose didn't lose as much, and I would say part of it was because I went into 0.5 right around Thanksgiving, you know, the holidays and things like that, and I wasn't consistent with my walking on the treadmill and things like that. Yeah, so I think that's why. Plus, there was so much stress involved in just trying to get the medication, and you know, my doctor prescribed it, but the insurance company wouldn't cover it. And then when I tried to get it to buy it, they were out of it at Walgreens, and then I had to go through the home delivery, and then there was all that. My orders kept getting canceled. There was a lot of stress. Bottom line is what I'm trying to say. So much stress in getting it. So all of that, I think, combined, ended up causing maybe a lot less weight loss than you'd expect. I'm getting more of the dose. The effect should be better on that, but I think that's what happened. So, and I don't know if you caught that and caught what I said in the last video. When I ordered my medicine, I ordered 3 packs of the 0.25, 0.5 dose, which is this one, this pen. So this pen. So this is the pen for the 0.25 and the 0.5 dose. So I had already completed I had completed this dose, and so I had 2 more packs of, I ordered, 2 packs. So I had 2 more packs of this coming in finally when everything got through and they came through. So this dose has 4 doses of the 0.25. This pen has 4 doses of the 0.25 and 2 doses of the 0.5. So when I finished with my 0.25 dose, I started on the 0.5 dose with this. So then when my 2 packs came, I completed the 3 weeks I had left of the 0.5 with one of those pens there, and then I went ahead and I jumped into the 1 dose. So I know you're listening to this and you're like, how did you jump into the 1 dose when you didn't even have that pen? Well, I gave myself 2 shots of the 0.5 using this pen, because I wasn't going to throw it away, and I wasn't going to stay on the 0.5 dose because that didn't make any sense. Now, if you've been watching this series that I'm doing on the weight loss with the Ozempic, you will know that every time I did the video, I let you guys know, my beautiful Smooners, that I was having 0 side effects. I didn't have any side effects on the 0.25. I didn't have any side effects on the 0.5. And technically, since those are starter doses and just to gauge how the drug does for you, it just didn't make sense. You would stay on those 2 doses, I think, so your body gets used to it, and maybe those side effects they don't affect you as much. So since I didn't have any side effects, it didn't make sense for me to stay longer on any of those doses. So on this 0.5 pen, I increased my dose to the 1 point on those. So I only had 3 weeks of the 1 dose I gave myself. So I never ordered the 1 meg dose pen, never did. I went ahead and talked to my doctor, and my doctor wrote me a prescription for the 2 meg dose, and then I ordered that. And so as I was trying to tell you guys, the insurance company has refused to cover it, and it doesn't make any sense. And I think in the last recording, I let you guys know that I was going to go to the doctor to do some more blood work and to kind of gauge where I am, since I've already had about 8 or 9 weeks on Ozempic already to see. So when I started, I think I let you guys know that my A1C was at 6.4. which apparently is pre-diabetic. I actually thought it was not quite pre-diabetic. I thought it was high, but I didn't know that I was already pre-diabetic, which I don't even understand why they even tag it as pre-diabetic. You're either diabetic or you're not. I just don't understand. But I guess there's a threshold that says you better quit whatever it is that you're doing, or else this is going to be your life story. So that's why I was. So my A1C was at 6.4, and I guess I was considered pre-diabetic. I think I already told you that my BMI was 38 or so. So you know, crazy. Anyway, so I've gone through so 3 months. When I first went to my doctor was in October, so my 3 months, you have to give yourself 3 months before you go and do another blood test to determine, you know, what your A1C number is. So I had a doctor's appointment, I believe it was December 29th or so. And when I went to the doctor says I'm a few days too early to get that done. So I got scheduled for the blood test January 9th. So that they could pull my blood and tell me what my A1C score is. So that day I went to the doctor. I complained about I just don't, and that's the day they told me you're actually, as of the time when I went the first time, that's when they explained to me that, oh, with my A1C number at that time in October, I was actually pre-diabetic. And you know, because I was complaining about why isn't the insurance company covering this, whether I'm diabetic or not. Just on my BMI alone, this drug is designed for me. So my doctor was telling me, oh, well, she's gonna try again and see if she can do the peer-to-peer or whatever nonsense she said, and we'll see where it goes. But then she wrote me my prescription and asked me to come back to get my blood drawn for my A1C. You guys, my Smooners, when I tell you, I went back January 9th, I believe that was my appointment. I had my blood drawn, and the next day my results were available. I did a video, did a little video of my results from my computer screen, and I'm gonna put it up here so you can see that my A1C went from 6.4 to now a normal range. So I went to the doctor yesterday to get my blood A1C done, and this is the result from 10 what is this from October 4th 2022 to January 9th 2023. My A1C has gone from 6.4 to 5.6, so 6.4 what they considered pre-diabetes, to 5.6, which is the standard range. Is that not ridiculous? Since I've been on Ozempic, is that not madness? It's in the standard range, but at the tail end, which is normal high. So I can stand to lose it a little bit, but now I'm out of that whole, hey, diabetic scare or whatever. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This drug is phenomenal. This drug is everything. And I don't know why I keep calling it a drug, because it's a hormone that my body produces. That's actually the reason why I got on it. But it's amazing. It is so amazing. I don't even know. So let me see if there's been a change. I can't remember well, let me go into my Excel spreadsheet and tell you where I stand right now. Okay, so this is my Excel spreadsheet. I've made it extra pretty now. I'm putting the different colors. I'm color coding it. As I lose, I'm going into the greens, right? Because green is go. So I'm recording my weight loss on my spreadsheet because I take my shots every Wednesday in the morning. So I can't remember when I did the last video, but on the 28th of December, just before I went in for that appointment, I was down to 17.6 pounds lost. On the 4th of January, I was down 17.2. So I think I gained like 0.4. So I was down 17.2. Again, I'm gonna attribute that to Christmas. It's a holiday. Who cares? And then as of Wednesday, the 11th of January, I have lost 20.8 pounds. 20.8 pounds. I started Ozempic on the 2nd of November, and I have lost 20.8 pounds. So 2nd of November to 2nd of December, and then yeah, so technically a little over 2 months I've lost 20.8 pounds. Now I've lost more than that as of my scale today, but we're gonna keep it as of the last shot I took. So as of the 11th of January 2023, I've lost 20.8 pounds. I'm ecstatic. Okay? Ozempic, you know. I'm telling you. So I've had a number of really good questions on my the videos in the comments. Some of those questions that I've been asked, I think I already answered them in the video. But people are asking me what I'm eating, if I change my diet or things like that. Now, if you go all the way back to 2020, when I started this YouTube channel, I told you guys about why I'm trying to lose weight, how I'm trying to go about it. My Ozempic videos, I've told you guys that the first time I gained a stupid amount of weight, I got on HCG and I lost like 90 something pounds on HCG, and how restrictive that diet was. Now there is no way in the world that, I mean, I shouldn't say no way in the world because I'm pretty good at like following rules, protocols and things like that if I want to, but I don't want to. I want to cook with butter. I want to put salt in my food if I want to. I want to eat sugar if I want to. You know, I want to continue to enjoy food. I just need to be more disciplined in how much I consume. And that's the key thing. So there is no way. I'm not interested in putting myself, or I don't eat bread. What? Bread is my life. Are you kidding me? So no thank you. I'm gonna eat my bread. I'm gonna cook with butter. I'm gonna put all those things I want to. Drink what I want to drink my wine. Are you kidding me? Stop drinking wine, please. I'm gonna drink my wine. So I want to do all those things, and because I want to do all those things, when I started in 2020, the idea was to cut the calories down. Definitely, you've got the 1 + 1 = 2. So cut the calories down, but just not cut out anything. And that was the whole goal. That's what I tried to do. And in 2020, I actually got down to 208, I think 0.2 pounds or something like that. And then pandemic and all these other stresses and things like that. And then it was game over. And then by 2021, I topped out at about 270 something, which I'd never been that big before. Maybe 276 or so. Like I wasn't doing anything. I stopped my plan. I was getting bigger and bigger. it was ridiculous. And I felt all the stressors and on my body. There was one time, I think we were having lunch. I think we ordered like Popeyes or something like that, some kind of Popeyes delivery, that chicken sandwich. And I was eating it, and I felt like my body, you know, when your battery on your laptop or something goes off, it's not charging, and it just, you know, the thing turns off. You know, my body, it was like slow motion. I felt like a drain from my body, and I was like, this doesn't seem right. So that the next day I got on my scale, and I was like, two what? I'd never been that big before in my life. I didn't tell my BD, but I was like, this is a joke. 2022, I think our first trip out of the house since the pandemic, I don't think that was the first trip, but I mean, vacation or something. We had gone to San Diego earlier in the year, and it was just a task to get anything, to go anywhere. I just, anyway, why am I telling you this? So people are gonna come on my videos and say, oh, she's rambling. You've got to have your water with you. She's rambling. I hope you're not seeing this as rambling, because I'm trying to tell you what my situation is. Imagine people telling you about how big you are or how small you are, this, that, this, that, this, that. None of that is important. What is important is your life. Are you healthy? You know, how you feel. And at that point, I knew I wasn't up to, you know, proper health, you know. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I knew there was something wrong, and my body had never been that big before. So I just quietly went back to doing what I was doing in 2020, and I think I went down to about 260. Now, my body is used to 240 to 260. My body's like, I know what you're doing. We're cool with that. So losing the weight from 276 to 260 wasn't hard, because my body doesn't like 276. It says, no, this isn't cute. So it was easy. But then I got to between the 240s and to the 260s, and my body has been in that weight before, so it's comfortable there. And so it got a little more difficult for me to lose. So I'd go down to 250 something. Maybe we go out to eat and I'm back into the 260s. It was just crazy like that. And then I've told you guys, there's all these things, you know, menopause, marriage, you know. I'm in a place where I want to be comfortable and I don't want to stress myself. So losing weight is a lot harder for me, where when I was a lot younger, it was easier. You know, first I wanted to gain the weight in the first place, but then losing it was also easy because I had all this extra activity, and it's been so difficult this time. So, you know, watch those videos. I did my research on Ozempic, and I got on top on Ozempic, and when I tell you, I'm seeing the results. Now, in my last video, I told you there's really no point wearing my unitard, because I have been down to 208, and I have videos that you can watch and you can see when I got down to that weight. So I'm celebrating the win, but I'm not down past 208. Now when I get down past 208, then I will show you the different. Well, I guess I could show you a little bit. I'm wearing my little jogger, so I don't know if you can tell, but I still have a long way to go, because my goal is, I keep moving the needle. I said I want to go down to 140, but I think I want to get down to 130. But we'll see. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys about that. I think one thing for sure is you need to believe in yourself, believe in the reason why you're doing what you're doing. I want to be healthy. I want to live a very long life with my husband, and the only way I can do that is by being healthy. My blood work is perfect along all other lines, and now my A1C is where is in the normal range. It needs to go down a little bit more, but I'm working at it. So anyway, as I told you, I never got the 1 meg dose. I just doubled up on the 0.5 on this pen because I had 2 extra ones. So now I'm at the highest dose. Well, not now. I haven't started. I think next week will be my first 2 meg dose. Next week, Wednesday, a couple of days from, a few days from now, my first 2 meg dose. And that's the highest dose in Ozempic. Wegovy goes from 1.7 to 2.4, and I think in my last video I was saying it's possible that I may jump over to Wegovy when I get done with Ozempic, because there's a higher dose of that. I may or may not. If the 2 meg dose is working out perfectly for me, then I'm gonna just stay on the 2 meg on Ozempic until I reach either my goal weight or reach a weight where I feel comfortable handling my food intake myself. And obviously I'm probably going to be even working out even more then, adding some more weights to my workout routine. Right now all I do is I get on the treadmill. I'm there from 30 to 45 minutes. I do light weights pull downs because my arms, you know, so I could do a pull down like 40 reps 2 times. One thing I love to do is jump rope. I can't do it right now because it's too much, you know, bearing down on my knees. So when I get down to 208 or even less, then I'm going to pick that back up and I'll be doing more of that as far as exercise. But for now, I have 3 packs of the 2 meg dose. So that's what, I guess 3 months, because it's once a week, or 12 weeks of those shots. So I will stay on that. After, when I reach my next 3 months, I'll go back to the doctor and get my blood work to see where my A1C is. I mean, this huge difference from where it was in October to now is crazy. This Ozempic is phenomenal. But if I stay in the normal range, as in it doesn't drop less than what the standard range is supposed to be for normal A1C, then there isn't going to be a need for me to go over to Wegovy, especially if I'm still losing weight. Yeah, so I still no side effects. One thing that's peculiar, when I first started on Ozempic, I knew I was on something. Like, it was a weird feeling of, wait, why am I not, you know, craving, you know, wanting to eat so much. Now it doesn't seem as if I'm taking Ozempic. Now it's just like my life is just normal. As I said, whereas other people are saying it's an appetite suppressant, I don't think it's an appetite suppressant because my appetite was never suppressed. I always, like even today, I got really hungry. I wanted to eat. But definitely it's like, but even now, like earlier when in the 2.25 and the 0.5, I feel full and be like, you've got to cut this out. Now I don't even feel full anymore, but I know it's time to back off of, you know, the plate. So I don't know if that makes any sense. So it doesn't feel as if I'm taking anything. I don't feel any different. I get hungry, I want to eat, I go get something to eat, and that's enough. I'm satiated. I don't need any more food. Now I am making it a point to eat at least dinner, or not give so much space between my meals. So I'm making a point to do that. And like I said, I'm eating today I had a sandwich, toast and a ham sandwich, I think is what I had. Yesterday for breakfast, I made this huge omelet style, meal. I'm drinking my tea. I'm having, it just feels so good, honestly. So that is my 1 meg update. I'm down, I've lost over 20 pounds so far. I am very, very happy about the results. I will continue starting next week with the 2 meg dose, and I will stay on the 2 meg dose until the next time I need to go and get my blood work to check my A1C. If my A1C has gone down any further, but it's still normal, I'll stay on the 2 meg dose, or maybe even go down to the 1 meg dose. And if there's a change for the worse, which I strongly doubt, then if I need to jump to Wegovy, which is the 2.7 dose, then I'll do that. Otherwise, I don't see the need to do that, since I have accomplished a lower A1C, a lower BMI. Actually, let me see what my app is saying my BMI is currently. Okay, so my BMI has gone down from 38 point whatever it was to 35.3. Is that not crazy? I mean, I'm still in obese class 2, but it's gone down. So I still have a long way to go for my BMI to get better, but my A1C is definitely excellent. And well, it's not excellent, but it could get better. But yeah, so that's the update. I just want to let you know, I never actually got the 1 meg dose pen, but I did go down to the 1 meg. I think I only did 3 weeks on the 1 meg dose because I only had half of one of the packs of this and then the other full pack. So that was only 3 1 meg doses. I gave myself 2 shots on that, and then next week I'm starting on the 2 meg dose. So that's the story. I'm very excited. I have to say, I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing. I'm saying what works for me. I'm not telling anybody to go do what I'm doing. I'm just saying this is what's working out for me, being that this is a problem that I've been dealing with for quite some time right now. I am not having any side effects, any of the known side effects. I check my pee, I check my poop, I check everything, and I am having a very, I check for lymph nodes and things like that. None of that. Ozempic is working out perfectly for me. I am very pleased about this, and that's it from your girl. Thank you so much for joining me, my Smooners. Please, if you stayed on all the way to this point, subscribe to my channel, like, comment. I'm very good at responding to those comments that warrant a response. Go back through and look at my playlist. I have a weight loss playlist. I have an Ozempic playlist. Some of the questions that some of you may have, maybe I've answered in any of those videos. More videos to come. I think this is going to be such an excellent, exciting year for all of us. 2022 was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but I think this year is even going to be better. So thank you for joining me, my Smooners. I love you guys, and I will circle back.